Hello, and welcome to this week's PennEnergy News Update. I'm Hilton Price. 26 people are dead and as many as 27 more injured after an explosion and fire at a Pemex gas plant in the Mexican state of Tamaulipas. The explosion happened Tuesday morning at the facility located near the city of Reynosa, which is just across the U.S.-Mexico border from McAllen, Texas. The fire was contained by mid-afternoon. An investigation into the cause is now underway. The accident is one of the deadliest in recent years for the oil and gas industry, and it's the worst for Pemex since an offshore accident that killed 22 workers in 2007. Shell won't be drilling in the Arctic this year after all. The company has decided to suspend its drilling campaign in the Chukchi Sea after a series of setbacks. In a statement, the company said it will begin and cap as many wells in the area before leaving. ICE and an equipment malfunction are being blamed for the end of the campaign. ICE had forced the company's drill ship off an existing well last week, but it was hoped the ship could move back in place after the ice had moved away. Instead, more ice is moving into the area. Oil production from the Bakken Shale play in North Dakota broke through a critical threshold in July, according to the state's Industrial Commission. In July, production from the shale play topped 600,000 barrels per day, reaching an all-time peak of 580,000 barrels per day. According to data from the U.S. Energy Information Administration, that makes the Bakken region responsible for more than 90% of North Dakota's production. The U.S. Energy Information Administration says a drop in oil prices could affect production at Alaska's North Slope. The administration points to the Trans-Alaska Pipeline System, which is the only means for transporting North Slope crude oil to refineries. The pipeline needs to maintain a minimum throughput to stay operational. A drop in prices could lead to a production cut big enough to cause throughput to drop to inadequate levels. That could lead to a complete shutdown of the pipeline. The EIA says data suggests it could occur as early as 2026. The Bureau of Ocean Energy Management has extended the post-sale evaluation period for bids on oil and gas blocks in the Gulf of Mexico. This is from the lease sale originally held back in June. The Bureau says the action is necessary because of the temporary closure of the Bureau's Gulf of Mexico regional office during Hurricane Isaac. Central Gulf of Mexico Sale 216 to 222 was held June 20th of this year and attracted more than $1.7 billion in high bids. But not all the bids had been evaluated before the Bureau was forced to close its office for the hurricane. The evaluation period can be extended when circumstances warrant. Thank you for joining us this week. For these stories and more, head to PennEnergy.com.